Good morning, dear students. In English Literature, Chapter 2, entitled David Copperfield, I am going to explain you the first part of the chapter. Well, the chapter begins the evening before I was born. My mother was sitting sadly by the fire. The door opened and an elderly lady came into the room. She introduced, I am Betsy Trotwood. The stranger said, "You haven't seen me before, but I think you have heard about me. I'm your late husband's aunt." My mother remembered Miss Betsy had been fond of my father. My mother burst into tears. "Oh dear," said the stranger, "don't cry. Crying won't help you. What is the name of your servant?" "Pigoti," said my mother. "Pigoti," Miss Betsy called to our faithful servant. "Bring your mistress a cup of tea. I came here to tell you," she continued, "that I will take care of your baby, that I want you to promise me that you will name her Betsy Trotwood Copperfield. It may not be a girl, or it may be a girl," said my mother, doubtfully. Later that night, when I was born, Peggotty broke the news to Miss Betsy. "It is a boy, madam." This news made Miss Betsy very angry. "I hate man. I wanted to help only. If it were a girl child," she said, and marched out of the house. She never came back again. My mother told me all this long after it had happened. They called me David, after my father, David Copperfield. When I was 8 years old, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Murdstone started to visit my home. My mother always put on her prettiest dresses when he came. This seemed to make Peggotty angry. I knew she did not approve of Mr. Murdstone. Even I didn't like him. One day, Peggotty asked me if I would like to go with her to Yarmouth to visit her brother and Ham, her nephew. I said yes. My mother seemed pleased with this idea, so we began preparing for our holiday at Yarmouth. The day came and we set out. Here in the first part, students, you have seen that this is the story of a childbirth when a stranger came and predicted that you must have a girl child, but instead of having a girl child, she got a boy child and his name was kept David Copperfield. But the aunt, stranger woman, she disappeared because she hated boys. And then at their house, Mr. Murdstone, a stranger, he started visiting. But the servant did not like the visit of Mr. Murdstone. Then in later on they planned a holiday to Yarmouth, a beautiful place. The mother also agreed, and all the family members, they wanted to go to Yarmouth for the holidays.